Welcome to the fifth episode of Dil Se Aretean. We have our value ambassador Jason Sir with us. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Sir, can you describe yourself from the point of view of your colleague?
So I think my colleagues would describe me as vibrant and at the same time composed, but you'll have to ask them to get a better idea.
That's wonderful, sir. Can you tell me more about your childhood, thing that inspired you from your childhood?
So I believe my father was a big inspiration. He was someone who was always a very principled person who believed in his works being speaking for himself, and not someone who believed in warming up to people that much. And although I have issues with it, but I also believe that that's a very good quality to have, to stand by your principles and your work.
That's wonderful, sir, that you follow principles in your life and your father is your role model too.
Thank you.
Can you tell me more about your first job and what did it taught you?
So I first joined a law firm as a lawyer. That was back in 2023, and during that time, I realized that as a lawyer, you need to do things which you would never be prepared for. You need to deal with clients who come from all sorts of sectors. Someone might be in manufacturing, someone might be in IT, someone might be creating content online, and you need to always be reading, always be dynamic, and understand the problems in different sectors of different people, and try to work and try to resolve it in the best way forward. So yeah, I think that taught me that I need to be very flexible and very learning forward in life, which I love about my field.
That's wonderful, sir. And it's great to connect to the people of different perspectives. It gives you a perspective that you should follow.
Absolutely.
Jason, sir, what is the one value that you have carried till now in your life?
So not to pretend, but it's actually empathy, because people have always called me as someone who has a lot of empathy, even before I joined this company. And I believe it came a lot from different reasons, like my religious upbringing, my upbringing from my culture, like growing up in a state where I do not belong, working in a field which requires you to understand many different people and their perspectives, their work, their issues, and my personal journey of studying with different groups of people who I couldn't relate with in many ways. So means as a Malayali, I grew up around Gujaratis, Marwadis, military kids. So all these things forced me to understand things which I had no clue about, which nobody taught me. So I think that fostered in me a deep empathy since the very beginning. And yeah, it was a very good surprise that my company where I work has four values, and the first of it is empathy. So yeah, I believe empathy is what I've always carried in me.
That's wonderful, sir. For you, empathy is not being taught, but it's something you adapted from your environment.
Yeah, thank you.
So, as being the value ambassador, what is the one takeaway that you can say?
Um, I think this was a very, very good program by our company, and especially our HR team. Um, Usually, when you do things like this in an environment which is professional, there is a chance that it is taken as something which is just a formality. But the way it is being enforced, and the way it is being not enforced, the way it is being propagated, it is it makes you think. Like, no matter where you are, no matter which role you are in, it is making us think about the way we interact and the way we do our day-to-day work, whether it is with our seniors, with our peers, or with a client or someone from outside. It is genuinely fostering that environment of us carrying these four values in our day-to-day work, and maybe even after work.
That's wonderful, sir. So, if you have to encourage empathy to the people around you, how would you do that?
Um, I think empathy as a quality itself, you can't really ask someone to have it. It comes of your own accord. It comes after seeing someone else struggle. And so, like, let's take an example. If I'm your colleague and I see that you are getting having a tough time about something, And then because I'm working, I come to know that there are other issues in your life. You have a lot of pressure from your home, you are having some degree, pursuing some degree on the side, you're having financial stress, ye wo. While because I'm working in close proximity to you, I get to see all this, and that's when it starts happening in me. Like empathy sort of comes in me. Ki, Acha, this person is doing so much, and while at the same time they're handling their tasks at hand. So I think it comes in you naturally. Besides that, if I were to approach you for empathy for my case, I think that starts that begins to look in a different direction. So I believe it comes independently or from a third party, third person. And that is what's happening in our company, where we are not going to our colleagues or our seniors and asking for understanding. It is a top down approach where the company is encouraging that you foster empathy for everyone around you and try to understand their perspective and be just to them. So I believe we're taking the correct approach.
That's great to know, sir. And it's good to have colleagues around you with that thought process who has empathy for you, not by enforcing, but from within.
Absolutely, I think it is a great step.
Jason, sir, can you tell me you are an early bird or a night owl at work?
I would like to say I'm a early bird, but that would be a lie. I think I'm a night owl, and yeah, it changes depending on whether it's which day and how much I've eaten at night. But yeah, I'm usually a night owl, definitely.
Even I am a night owl, sir.
I think all of us are in this generation.
Yes. No, I have few friends who are early bird.
Arey, that's amazing.
Jason, sir, according to you, what is something special about the culture at Arete Group?
So I believe even before the ambassador, even before the values program, we had a separate motto and a separate set of three skills that I'm blanking on them, but it was not as on the forefront, but it was definitely told that these are the things that we strive towards, and means our company has always been oriented towards serving with a purpose, serving with your principles, with your values, which adds to your deliverables, and that has always been that has always been our orientation. It's just come a lot to the forefront, and I think that being a part of our culture is a very big promoter of how things run and how acceptable the management and even senior staff are for new perspectives and growth.
That's a very great takeaway from the company, sir.
Thank you.
Can you tell me what is the app you can't live without?
Acha. An app I can't live without. I think in this day and age, it just goes that you can't live without your entire phone. But I believe for me, because I like to stay updated about things and read about serious things as well as silly things going around, I rely a lot on Reddit to see what other people are doing in India, abroad, everywhere. So yeah, currently that is my app. But sometimes it's also YouTube, Spotify, and all.
That's a great app to being updated.
Thank you.
Jason, sir, what is the creative excuse you have heard of for being late at work?
So this is very funny, but this actually happened. One of my friends in Ahmedabad who was actually working at the Motor Vehicles Tribunal as a claims lawyer. She was going to the tribunal for a case about a hit and run incident for her client, but her own vehicle got towed while she was out to purchase something, and she got late for the hearing because her own vehicle was impounded. So I think that was a very creative but genuine excuse which can happen. So yeah,
And
that's
that's
it.
really creative, sir.
Thank you.
That's it, Jason, sir. We have at the episode 5th of the Dil Se Aretean. Thank you so much, sir, for being part of it.
Yeah, thank you, Komal. Thank you. कोई बात नहीं.
So, आपको ये क्वेश्चन करना है कि we can
हाँ, absolutely.
Okay.
I would like to say I'm a early bird, but that would be a lie. I think I'm a night owl. भाई है ना, वो angle सब देख लेगा.
भाई है ना वो एंगल सब देख लेगा.
Go on a like very long bike ride.